mitzvah determines the rest of my life. If I have a kick-ass party, doors would open.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have rom-coms. Sometimes you have teen rom-coms who are even more cringe, and then you have a teen rom-com dipped in extra rom-com sauce. So it's just rom and com all over the place. And that's what we're reviewing today. As always, I'm your host, Patrick. I'm here today with Bolawa.
Hi, guys.
And we're taking a look at You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah.
Stacey and Lydia are best friends who have dreamt about having their epic bar mitzvah forever. Boyfriend drama and friend crushes threaten their friendship, and things start to go awry. Ladies and gentlemen, let's review this movie.
And I just think Dua Lipa would make the party perfect.
You can have a ball pit.
That's for kids. I've had my period for 7 months now.
That's a long period, sweetheart.
The cinematography was, I think it was a pretty standard cinematography. They showed us like open spaces. They tried to show us like the Jewish culture. I got to learn like a lot. For me, that was like the highlight of the movie. Like experiencing another culture was like really great for me. Like I was shocked a lot. Like, oh, this happened. Oh, what? I didn't know how much of a big deal the bar mitzvah is. So seeing this person make it like, oh my God, this is like do or die. Like this is going to define everything. It was like an interesting take, and seeing it from that POV, that point of view, was actually very, very interesting. So that was like my main thing, and this cinematography really told that. And the way they also used music, Dua Lipa, Olivia Rodrigo, these are like the trending pop people. Like, you know that when I think Taylor Swift and Rihanna were mine. You know, when you're growing up and you're trying to like identify with the world, you find your place in the world, coming of age kind of. So there's always a soundtrack. So we have Taylor Swift, Rihanna. Yeah, I also think Beyonce too. Like those three people were like my. But in this movie it was Dua Lipa, which I understood because Dua Lipa is like all the rage now, and Olivia Rodrigo is all the rage now. So it really, the way they used it to tell the story was quite interesting, and I actually really like that.
Look, if you were to describe the cinematography of this movie in a simple sentence, it's rom-com cinematography on steroids. This is, look, it does not get more rom-com than this. It was basically all over the place, which is a plus. I think if you're appealing to that particular audience, then you need to really exaggerate what you're doing. So the cinematography was really on point for me. Me, particularly, I enjoyed the lavishness of the party scenes, the actual party scenes. I really did enjoy how lavish it looked. It just looked like something that, from an aesthetic point of view, I would just like to sit there and watch.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the point you made, the biggest takeaway, as someone who is not 12 years old, as someone who is not, into the very, very petty drama that this particular movie served up, the biggest takeaway for me was in learning about the bar mitzvah, culture and tradition with the Jewish people. That was really refreshing, really enjoyable. So, but overall, the cinematography did what it was supposed to do for its audience.
I'm not popular.
What is happening? You look insane.
Slay Queen. I'm not a loser. I look like the lady that pulls kids out of class when their parents get into car accidents.
How often does that happen?
I might be a little...
I think the scenes that stood out for me, there were a lot of ridiculous things for me in this movie, because you just had like, it was so dramatic, and I think I understand, because we've all been there, except for Patrick, or I've been there, where you just feel like everything is happening to you, like you're just in that space where you think the world is entirely against you. So it was like over dramatic, like overly dramatic, too dramatic for me. So there was this scene that actually stood out where I knew that, oh my God, teenagers are so ridiculous. There was this scene where they're in the car, I think they're going to a party or something, and Stacey and her best friend are in the car, and they're like, I don't know, are they bored or something, and they're watching YouTube videos to see who is going to cry first. That is all you need to know about the movie. That is, when I say dramatic, when I say just need to know that she and her best friend sat in the car, they were going somewhere, they have an event they're going to, and they were watching YouTube videos to see, oh, who is going to cry first. They were having a competition of who is going to cry first.
You have no concept of how cringe that is. Imagine me, a grown man, sitting down and watching that. I'm watching two teenagers compete within each other on who can last the longest, and watching YouTube videos to see who can cry first. Look, that is the mother of cringe. That is the mother load of cringe. Like standout characters for me, I like them a lot because, first of all, there's a lot of young actors here, and I am hopeful that over the course of their careers, they will actually get to play more complex characters and more engaging stories that are not this very, very, 2023 version of Hannah Montana type storytelling. So I look forward to that, and then I also, something I really liked a lot was the characters here are all, well, not all of them, but the characters that played the kids of Adam Sandler in this movie were all Adam Sandler's actual kids. Now, some people will have different things to say about that. I am a big fan of that. Look, man is putting his kids on the right path nice and early. Give it, make it run easy. I love that kind of vibe. So absolutely. And then you can tell that they actually have the talent. I'm not sure they carry his comic talent because Adam is on another planet on his own, and I didn't really feel that vibe for much of the kids, but they're talented actors. And I look forward to seeing them.
I think the characters are still out for me. Yeah, I actually really like Stacy too. Stacy and Sonny, they did really, really good job.
The chemistry was
it was really good. Yeah, maybe the chemistry, they brought their real life chemistry to, I think they did that too. And the character that also stood out for me was Rabbi Rebecca. She had this wild energy. When they say rabbi, you don't see this eccentric woman that is all about life and all that. You don't see that. You picture an elderly man in his robes just giving sober advice. Don't do this, don't do that. Good, bad. But then they brought this woman that was so energetic. The energy, she was just all over the screen. Every time she came on the screen, I had a good time. Oh my God, Rabbi Rebecca, good, love it. I didn't even know that women could be rabbis, guys. So maybe that's why I enjoyed her so much. And I also want to talk about this. I think, did you talk about the scenes?
What scenes? Yeah, you spoke about scenes. I'm not going to lie. Okay, one scene that I did like was where Stacy found out, or Stacy, the party at the end of the day ended up being for both girls, and it wasn't just for one girl. So we all had our moment, oh nice.
Even you?
Finally, that was the point. I didn't. I mean, the story was coming to an end. We got the gist of it. That's why I liked it. We got the crux of the matter.
It was a cute moment.
It was, it was finally we had something to hold on to.
Day, and the gold bar will be mine, and you will have a cool boyfriend too, and then we'll have a joining lost in Tribeca in Taylor Swift's building. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Growing up in 2010 kind of ish, we had dozens of this coming of age movie. Clueless, Anna Montana. You just had them everywhere. They just they were there to but these days nobody really do this kind of movie anymore.
Seemingly for good reason.
I don't know why they stopped, but they need to bring it back. And them bringing it back was such a great idea. And from the perspective they brought to it, the new insight they brought to it, it was great. The Jewish perspective, I don't think they did Jewish movie of coming of age back then. So this new perspective of the Jewish young girl, I loved it. Please do it more. And I also like the fact that Adam Sandler is this guy that he has decades of experience being rom-coms, comedy. That is literally his
thing, his niche.
His niche, actually. And now he has to act with his daughters who are inexperienced. Let's face it, they're not and for the fact that Adam didn't try to overshadow them. He didn't come into every scene with them hoping to overact, to cover up, or to just own the script. He was just there, understated, just played his role. And it takes a real master to do that, because most people will want to come through and they want to be I'm Adam Sandler, I'm in this movie, blah blah blah. No, he just did his role. He was a cool dad. He played the cool dad. He left. He was good with that. He left the over dramatic, over the top to who he was supposed to play, his daughter, and he left. That is very, very good. It could have gone sideways, guys. It could have been over the top. The mother could have been over the top. No, but he left it to the daughter. And I really, really have to give you props for that. Really, really good.
I mean, it was a teenage movie, so props to Adam and the writers and everyone involved with this to let the teenagers have the limelight here. So I think overall, while I would say a pretty good pros in this movie, I think the cinematography is perfect for this type of movie. That's about it, really. I mean, we can go to the cons really quickly now.
Okay, can we go to the cons?
And I can have a field day. So, right. So, just one more thing with the pro. Like I said before, I learned something. A bat mitzvah,
Mitzvah.
Mitzvah, yes. Apparently, that's a tradition in Jewish culture where children now come of age. If you read deeper into it, like I did, it's the point in a Jewish kid's life where they now take responsibility for their own actions and their sins. Up until the point where they get to that age, their parents bear the punishment of God for the sins of the child. But now the child is seen as an adult by God, and they are responsible for themselves, which is a very good lesson that I learned. So fantastic, you taught me a great lesson, and you had great picture work.
Fresh perspective, educating, right?
Educative.
You're welcome.
Yeah, down to the cons, this was cliche. This was absolutely cliche, not in a good way, not in a good way. This was a cringy, cliche story about high school girls obsessing against, like, a rivalry because someone's crush didn't like her and she liked the other girl. You put me on a seat to watch that. Two girls below the age of 13 jostling for the attention of a guy. It was cliche. It was cringe. Look, we had that in Hannah Montana. She said she would like some more of it, and you can see why. Look at Bolawa, just take a look. She's an adorable little thing, but just
excuse me.
You're adorable. Yeah, I'm sure you like this type of stuff.
We need coming of age movies for
we
our
don't
current
need
teenagers.
we don't
We don't need to be telling them about Anna Montana is out of date. If I
look,
show Hannah
look.
Montana-
Well, here's the thing, yeah. When they made Hannah Montana, they put it on Disney. They titled it a kids show, and everyone knew, leave this to the kids. Don't put this on Netflix for the adults. Or if you're having it on Netflix, specify Netflix kids. Write it boldly. Don't mislead me. Don't mislead me into watching something like this.
Patrick is having main character syndrome. He thinks everything is about him. I feel like this movie is really going to appeal to the audience it is made for.
Yeah, 13-year-old girls.
Yeah, it is made for the 13-year-old.
So put it on Nickelodeon. Thank you very much.
It's going to be on Netflix, and then they are going to pick. If a family wants to see a movie together, I think this is a great movie to watch. Coming of age, cute girl fighting for like this. What are you talking about? You loved Anna Montana that year.
You love to live through these characters. You just love to imagine yourself doing prom and all those sorts of things.
Did that.
You want a tiara on your head again, don't you?
I had that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
What's the matter? Something bugging you?
She betrayed me. She kissed my crush, and then he touched her underboob in PE.
Underboob. I got plenty of that.
I think that this is a must watch. I think you guys have to see this movie. I don't know what Patrick is talking about. This is a great movie. The whole family is going to enjoy it. Netflix.
The whole family?
The whole family.
Everyone?
Yes. Something for everybody. There's something for everybody. Adam Sandler as the good cop. The woman, the mother as the cute mother, the fine bad cop mother, the elderly sister. Everything just really, really comes together in this movie. I feel like it's for the entire family. I don't know what Patrick is talking about.
The people that will enjoy this movie, just play cartoons, let them watch.
Yeah.
Just put cartoons and let them enjoy. There's no point.
We want a family movie. This is a family movie.
Pass.
Bye, guys.
Dad, just talk to her, don't yell.
Gabby! You're a jerk and you won't let me have a mojito bar.
That's why we fought the Nazis!
Is this a bad time?
So you can have a mojito bar!
She's growing up so fast, it's crazy.
I'm drinking now. I tried it the other day. I didn't like it. We're good.